Well, hello all friends and family. We're out here today. We're going to do a little picking and pulling. And this is Wednesday. I believe it's July 6th. We got some peppers to pick, some cherry tomatoes. Got more beans to pick. I think we got Cobra beans to pick, Kentucky Wonder, as well as rattlesnake pole beans. And we might find a tomato or two. And I'll take you along with me, show you what we got as we do it. So, let's take a walk, see what we got here at Deep South Bama. Well, we just got done picking these 9 nice looking peppers from over at our truck tire planter. These are your Bonnie green bell peppers. Now this one here is starting to turn red. I wanted to get it before the bugs got it. You can see the size of my hand. That's a nice pepper. The other ones are a little bit smaller. I went ahead and picked them because with this heat, and we're in the mid to high 90s every day now, little to no rain, I wanted to go ahead and get them off the plants. I'll process them tonight. And that way it'll just free a little bit of stress off the plants. So I wanted to give you a little preview here, what we're out here doing today in the gardens. We're going to be doing a little picking and pulling. Hey y'all, I'm doing a little picking and pulling like I told you earlier, but I was over here getting ready to pick these cherry tomatoes, and I saw something I think I'd want to share with you there. Maybe you've seen it before. Let me show you. Come on. Well, there's the reason we came here in the first place. We got some cherry tomatoes up there we need to pick. But while we were looking around, I noticed over here on one of my banana peppers. See these leaves? All full of holes. Let me see if I can find what's doing it. Right there he is. You see that little rascal right there? It's an army worm. Yep. There's another one right there. Now this plant was totally fine yesterday. Now it is covered. You can see the feces from them sitting on top of that leaf. There's another army worm hanging out right there. Let me just smush him. But once you got them, they can destroy a plant. And they can do it rapidly. There's another one right there. Another one right there. Nasty little boogers. There we go. There's another one. So, I'm going to have to get some neem oil, and there's another one right there. And I'm going to have to spray these pepper plants. And they were really starting to put on the peppers, as you can see. They are starting to come along really nice. I don't want these army worms destroying these pepper plants. So, I'm going to put the camera down, mix up some spray, and I'm going to kill me some army worms. Well, we're back, and you might notice first thing off, we have a different shirt on. Yep, it's blue. That's because yesterday evening, once I seen those army worms, I had to stop the video, and I had to get on with spraying. Went ahead and mixed me up some spray. Sprayed those banana peppers down, get those army worms dead. And I decided I'd go ahead and spray everything. By the time I finished all that, it was getting too dark to grab the camera and start videoing. So we're back out this morning, next day. We're going to start picking and pulling now. And we're going to take you with us. We're going to start here at our cherry tomatoes where we left off yesterday. What you doing there, big baby? Mer. What you doing there, Mer? Well, I don't think I caught much of the picking up on the ladder because I thought I had the camera on. I didn't. But that's what we got. Not a whole bunch. As you can see, got one of them there that's split. I was thinking many more of them be split. There's another one that got split. And you're going to have that after a big rainfall like we got last night. That's why I was hoping to get them on off. And it's not a lot of cherry tomatoes. There's enough for 2 salads for me. And this tomato is just loaded up with them. They're all way up in there, all over the place. As you can see, a lot more little ones starting to form. So I'm sure we'll be enjoying many more of these all the way to frost, as you can tell. Yep, there's plenty up in here. We're going to be looking forward to every last one of them all throughout the remainder of the season. But let's take our bucket and our ladder and head on back to the back. We got some beans to pick too, I'm sure. Stay with me. Okay, we're over here at the Kentucky Wonder Pole beans. We're going to be picking them in a minute. But I think I got a squash over here. It's ready. Oh yeah, got a nice yellow squash there. That's about to turn orange. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and clip it off here real quick. We just might break it on off. Oh, there we go. And thankfully, it doesn't have any wormholes in it. We've been really having a problem with the worms. That's a nice one. I think we might use that and cut that up, dice that up and have a stir fry tonight. I got some sirloin tip defrosting in the refrigerator. That'll go nice in a stir fry. So we'll just place that on there in our pick bucket. So we're going to be picking these Kentucky Wonder Beans. This will be their second picking. The first picking was done when I pruned them. And if you'll watch that video on would you prune your green beans, you'll see I pruned them up there at that horizontal support. And all the beans I had were on the very top, above that support. And what we're going to be picking today, and that's a nice fine bean right there, is down here on these lower levels, where we didn't have any beans last time. So let's get to picking them and getting them in our bucket. Just pinch them off between your thumb and your forefinger. There we got 4 nice ones. So let me get these picked, because I'm not sure if y'all want to sit here and watch me pick beans for a while. and I'll bring you back, show you what we got. Well, we finished up on those Kentucky pole beans. Now, ain't a whole lot of beans. It's only been 10 days since we pruned this back, and we took all the beans off of them. And this all came from those lower portions of the vines that didn't have not one bean even forming up 10 days ago. So they're starting to come back, and there's plenty of new blossoms on them, and we'll keep you updated as they progress throughout the year. Now we're going to head on over here, take a look at these Cobra green beans. Hopefully the camera will do right, because the sun's starting to come above the trees. And oh yeah, got some fine looking beans over here need to be picked. Oh yeah, right there. That's a nice looking one. That's a nice fine one right there. Another one right here. As well as a nice one right there. And those are some fine beans. You can see the Cobra beans, even though they're about the same light green as the Kentucky Wonders, a lot slimmer pod. You'll be able to tell the difference when I throw them down here in the bucket. You can see the Kentucky Wonder are flatter, and Cobras are more cylindrical. Let me find a little bit one more mature. Oh, here's a nice example right here. Another one right there. And there's a fine example right there. Okay, there's a little bit better example of the Cobra. We're going to pile them up here in the bucket right there. Then we're going to take some of those Kentucky Wonders, put over here on the right side of it. And you can plainly see the difference between Kentucky Wonder here, a little bit flatter, a little darker green. The Cobras are slender and a lighter green. Sure hope the camera's picking that up so y'all can see the difference in those beans. I think I can on the view screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the rest of them on up here. And oh well, looky there. We got us a nice purple one. That's a Blauhilde from Germany. Right there. Beautiful bean. Just not too many of them. This Blauhilde pole beans, they're not liking this deep south heat. Not one bit at all. And I'll probably cut them up, put them in my afternoon salad. Because once you cook a purple bean, turns green just like all the rest. If you want to save the purple, eat them fresh. So let me get on up here, because you can plainly see there's plenty of beans on up there in that canopy I got to get to. And I'll come back when we're done. Well, there you have it. We got those Cobras picked there on the right there. And then we got some of those purple potted beans. They're called a Blauhilde from Germany. On the left there, they're a beautiful looking bean, but as far as production, I think that's been about it this year. I maybe got 2 or 3 off. a little bit earlier in the year. Like I say, they're not liking this heat. And right now, if you look at the rankings of beans, Kentucky Wonder would be second. Cobra there would be third in production. And coming in dead last would be the purple potted Blauhilde from Germany. But let's head on up here to the old rattlesnake pole beans, which have always been an amazing producer, and see what we got on them today. If they're ready to do some picking, this will be our fourth picking on these rattlesnake pole beans. So we'll just start out here down low. Oh yeah, look at there. Got some fine ones there. Right there. Oh boy, those are gonna be delicious, just right. Now if you'll notice, they don't have much of the purple striping on them. Don't worry about that. They're still rattlesnake pole beans, but they won't get a lot of that there purple striping unless they're exposed to sunlight. Now here's one right here. It gets a little bit more sunlight. When the sun gets low in the afternoons, you can see that purple striping down on the bottom of it. But the fact they don't got purple stripes don't mean they're not rattlesnake pole beans, folks. That just means you got a good canopy on your beans. And that is exactly what you're going to want. You're going to want to keep these productive. That's why I trim off the yellow leaves all the way to the main stem. And that in and of itself produces side growth. So I'm going to have to get to picking these and put y'all in my pocket. So I can get done with this because it's starting to approach 90, and it's about 9 o'clock maybe. So there you can see some more with color on it where the sun gets to them more. So let me get these finished up and we'll show you what we got, and then we're going to take it all on in the house because I think that's about all we got to pick today. Okay, finished up with those rattlesnake pole beans. Here you can see them on top. We also found us a cucumber. It's going to be the last one of the straight H we get, and I'm going to show you why. Because they were just dying. They've not done well this year. I think all sum total I've got 30 cucumbers off them. And they're an heirloom variety, and you can see here they're gone. And while I was at it, I've also went ahead and pruned up these rattlesnake pole beans because I'm going to be coming out here after the heat of the day. And I'm going to trim off those poles. But these should come back and do just fine, even better than the Kentucky Wonders did. But you'll see on my next garden walkabout. So that's pretty much it, folks. So y'all, made it back on in the house, sorted everything out that we picked from yesterday evening and this morning. Here's what we got. We got us here, I think about 5 green bell peppers. We already showed you those. And got us a little lunchbox pepper there. Picked us a fig. Actually I had 2 of them, but I ate one of them. Got a nice yellow squash crookneck there. Found a couple of nice looking red ripe tomatoes. And you see we got a bunch of green tomatoes right here. The reason we got them, I went ahead and stripped all the tomatoes off and cut those Parks Whopper improved tomatoes down. They haven't done worth a darn in the heat. And what I'll do with these little green tomatoes, I'll slice them up, make me up some cornbread and flour breading, seasoned, and I'll fry these little jugals up tonight. Got me a little over a handful of cherry tomatoes, and that'll be the last straight 8 cucumber this year. We'll be planting some of the burpee Sweet Success in their place. Here's our Blauhilde green beans. And there's a pile of the rattlesnake pole beans. Yeah, that's a pretty good pile of them. And of course we prune them back. And next are the Cobras. Then the third pile here, we got the Kentucky Wonders. And over here is just some junk. Wormholes in it, a little bit too mature. Not bad. But it's not a whole lot, but you gotta understand there's just one little old Mr. Tom. So I guess you can figure out we'll be snapping some beans and processing them this evening. And I'll be going ahead and frying up those small green tomatoes there, have them with my dinner tonight. And I may cook up some green beans, just a little small mess of them. So I can have me a fine dinner tonight, a few veggies with my sirloin tip steaks I got defrosted. So y'all, there you have it. There's our picking and a pulling for August 6th through the 7th. Like I say, it's not a grand harvest, but it's a whole lot better than the last one. We're pleased. It'll take care of us for a while. We've got our mid-season tomatoes planted in. They're doing fine. We've planted a new planting of rattlesnake pole beans, as well as 2 different small plantings of the burpee green beans. Now they're a bush variety. And then we got our okra coming along. It's starting to set pods, cantaloupes, and cherry tomatoes, and our banana peppers. We'll be adding to that as we go through the rest of the season. So friends and family, until I see you next time, I want each and every one of you to take care, stay safe out there, and God bless you. Goodbye for now. Trix, what you want? You want some food? Okay. I got to feed Trix. See y'all later.